Good evening and welcome to Lovington Wildcat Basketball from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. This is your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show from Stone Oilfield Services right here in Lovington. When you need anything out in the patch, call WH and the family at Stone Oilfield Services. Stone Oilfield Services, proud supporters of the Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats. So just a couple more chances to tune up for the Wildcats before district gets underway and they take on another 5A opponent tonight in the Coyotes of Roswell High. And Dawn, we watched the JV game that got underway a little late and then ran a little long.
Yeah.
And JV, when we actually got here right after the start of the third quarter, was winning that game, but Roswell stormed back and won that one 82-68. So now the varsity squad going to try and get a little revenge, but the season has not been kind so far to Coach Casey Pack's blue and white. They are 4-13 on the year. Of course, when we saw them earlier this week, Carlsbad came in here and, frankly, knocked them out 69-32. The final score in that game. It looks like a terrible score, but it wasn't that terrible a game, really. Lovington just had zero offense. They transitioned well. They forced turnovers. They just couldn't get anything to fall.
No, and they had a lot of looks at the basket, but their inside game just wasn't falling, and their perimeter shooting was cold. So, as you said, it score makes it sound like it was a much bigger beatdown than it really was on the court. They just, they could just fix some of the shooting woes that they had, and then that would go a long way toward showing up a lot better, in the final score, if not getting wins, getting outright wins.
Well, it certainly could. Of course, in the they're on quite a losing streak right now. They went up to the north-south shootout a couple of weeks back and lost to Berlin 75-52, lost to Taos 67-60, lost to Valencia 73-52, and then, of course, the Carlsbad game on Tuesday night that we just talked about. This has been a team that's been a little bit plagued by injury this year. As a matter of fact, their leading scorer, Jojo Perez, is out right now, and that loses right off the bat right there.
Not good.
And so it means everybody else has to step up. Donovan Gomez and Manny Perez, the only two guys they've got that are in double figures. Actually, Manny right under it, but close enough for government work, as they say. Elijah Rivero averaging just under 9 points a game, and Chicken Perez with 6 points a game. They're going to need all of those guys to come up in a big way if they want to beat a pretty tough Roswell Coyotes team, but they haven't had the easiest road here later either. They have lost 3 of their last 4 games and are 9-9 on the year. They got taken out by Mayfield 68-63. They lost to Centennial 70-66 before taking on Goddard in the Battle of Roswell 62-56. They won that game, but then they lost last night by 20 to Rio Rancho 71-51. So this Roswell team under Coach Barola, they are struggling just a little bit right now too.
Sure, and Lovington can maybe, that's a chink in the armor. Maybe they can get in here on home court, and I'm sure that they've worked on some things after the Carlsbad game, and they know that they're playing without certain, players. I know Chris will still out as well as Perez, so they're going to have to bring their A game and really work on it. And there's nothing wrong with having a as long as you improve, during the middle part of the season, and then you try to get your game as sharp as it can for district, which is going to be starting pretty soon here in the next 10 days or so.
We've got two more non-district games, as you've got, of course, after tonight, you've got Tuesday night in Carlsbad, the road trip of that home and home series, and then they'll be back here, I think, on Friday. It's either Friday or Saturday. I'm pretty sure it's next Friday night to take on Clovis. That'll be a doubleheader. The girls are taking on Chaparral. The boys are taking on Clovis. They'll both be playing teams with C's at the start of their name, but one's black and silver, the other is purple and white. So that'll be next week, and then take a deep breath and then get ready to start things off against Artesia on the 30th as the district schedule gets underway.
That district season will just fly by. I mean, it all comes down to that 2 or 3 weeks there, and it's all of those games. They're counters. They're such pressure, and it is a jam-packed, couple of weeks that flies.
Well, and you talk about that pressure, and because Lovington has dealt with the injury bug a little bit, and their record is, I don't think anybody would say their record's good at 4-13.
Sure.
It's not,
yeah.
and I think Coach Pack would agree with me. But now the Wildcats, they have zero room for error when they get into the district slate, because really right now to get in, I'm just prognosticating a little bit, looking forward, looking back. They are going to have to claim one of the automatic qualifier spots, which means they have to win district,
right,
which is not going to be easy with the defending state champ and the number one team in the state, Artesia, sitting there.
In our district.
In our district.
It is the toughest district in the state.
Goddard is not bad this year either. I believe they're in the top 7 or 8.
Wow.
Portales is, they're kind of hovering right there around that 10th spot. So that means you have to win district or you have to win the district tournament. You may be thinking, well, we're doomed. This is a team that's come in before and had to claim one of the AQs.
And they've done
it under
right.
Coach Casey Pack. So it is not out of the realm of possibility, but you don't want to be in that situation, which we seemingly find ourselves in every year. But that's the way it's going to come out when we start district on the 30th. But, if you can improve a little bit between now and then, pick off a couple more wins,
right,
then I think you're going to be at least, within shouting distance of that 16th seed, which sneaks you in.
Yeah, it's a scrappy team with some good talent, and Lovington knows how to get their heart going, in the right place, and do this and come up, big when it counts. And they have proven that time and time again in different sports, not only basketball, but in other sports. And a lot of these athletes on this team are multi-sport athletes, and they have gone through this kind of pressure and had to just show up and pull themselves up and out of seemingly impossible situations to move on and to make things happen, and they've been able to do it. So you never count them out. You just don't count them out, and you kind of wipe the slate clean in a way when you start district. Unfortunately, a lot of the numbers that get put in the metrics for determining playoffs and so forth have to do with the regular season.
They do.
So that's the situation where Lovington finds themselves. But what Casey Pack and what every coach will tell you before each game is, you play this game. You only worry about the game in front of you. Yeah, you can have those goals and those things hanging out there and in your head, but you have to show up on the day, on the night, play the team in front of you, do the best you can, show up and try for the win, and that's what they're going to do tonight.
Well, it certainly is, and key tonight for the Wildcats. And thank you for filling in while I went and talked to Coach Stephen McCraw, who was making sure we were here before he sent up the official copy of the rosters in case we had any problems.
We have banners. We're here, and we've been up here for a long time.
He knew you were here, but
okay, but
I'm hiding because we're kind of back a little ways.
I'm sitting on a case and equipment case. I'm sitting on an equipment case because this tripod's a little taller, so I'm up a little higher. I can peek over and actually see the scorer's table. You can't.
I cannot. That
and
is
we've
true.
got banners in front of us blocking out. That usually you'd be able to see through the poles up here, but
we're going to make it work.
Yeah, we are. The camera's fine. We're fine. We're ready to go. It's about a little over 2.5 minutes left on the warm-up clock, so we're wrapping up the pregame show here in a little bit. And
where's key for tonight? If you are Lovington, you're going to have to be able to break the press. That is what Roswell High wants to do under head coach Dude Barola. They are going to press. They are going to press. They are going to press, and then, just for good measure, they're going to press some more. And they are generally an extremely physical team. So that's something Lovington is going to have to be aware of, too, is can you match their physicality or can you find a way to out-athlete their physicality, and can you break the press? That will be the big questions looming tonight for these Lovington Wildcats. As the warm-ups continue, let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups for these two squads for the visiting Roswell High Coyotes. Their starters will be number 2, Tony Serrano, number 3, Jeremy Sambrano, number 4, Isaac Gonzalez, number 24, Trey Barola, and number 44, Laj Cheadle. For your Lovington Wildcats tonight, starting 5 will be number 1, Chicken Perez, number 4, Elijah Rivero, number 12, Kingston Goodrich, number 23, Donovan Gomez, Gomez and number 24, Manny Perez. So that'll be the starters as the blue and white and the black and red hit the court here in just a few minutes to start this one off. Welcome to Lovington Wildcat Basketball. This has been your Stone Oilfield Services pregame report from Stone Oilfield Services. WH and the whole Stone family, proud supporters of the Wildcats and the Lady Cats. We'll be back to tip this one off. It's Wildcat Basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, President of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, Z94 KZOR Facebook page, and of course on HobbsAmerica.com. With Don Morgan alongside, I'm TJ Miracle, Tiffany V, keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square as the visiting 9-9 Roswell High Coyotes under head coach Dude Barola right now in the Max Preps Matrix, number 20 in Class 5A. They come in wearing the road black unis with the white numbers and the red lettering with Roswell on the front. Their starters tonight will be number 2, Tony Serrano, number 3, Jeremy Sambrano, number 4, Isaac Gonzalez, number 24, Trey Barola, and number 44, Laj Cheadle. For your Lovington Wildcats under head coach Casey Pack, 4-13 on the year, number 19 in the Max Preps matrix in Class 4A right now. Need to start piling up some wins. The Cats are wearing the home white unis with the blue letters and numbers and Cats in script on the jersey. Starters for your Wildcats will be number 1, Chicken Perez, number 4, Elijah Rivero, number 12, Kingston Goodrich, number 23, Donovan Gomez, and number 24, Manny Perez. So getting ready for the start of this Lee County, Chavez County battle.
Yep.
And
can't come too soon. It's 30 minutes late. The game
yes.
is getting started 30 minutes late. Last night's girls' game was also 30 minutes late.
And it went to overtime.
And went to overtime.
Maybe we'll get a game like that tonight. Maybe without the overtime. Laj Cheadle will take the jump against Donovan Gomez, and we are ready to go. A little Saturday night basketball from Lovington, New Mexico, and it will be Roswell who controls the opening tip. Gonzalez to the front court, tosses it to Sambrano, almost loses it. Sambrano keeps it back to the middle with Gonzalez. Drives in through the left lane, kicks it out into the left corner. Picking up the dribble is Serrano, needs some help, and he will get it as cutting to the hoop is Trey Barola, and found a little room, and it's an early 2-0 lead. Roswell drops back as Chicken brings it into the front court. He will hand it off to Goodrich, give it to Gomez, and Donovan, Sunshine Superman up and in, and we are tied at 2.
Wow, what a great spin move right in the lane. Great body control.
And yes, I've been waiting all season to do that as Cheadle from the top of the arc puts up the 3, no good, and it'll be Gomez with the rebound.
Fantastic rebound.
To the front court with Perez. Chicken works against Gonzalez. On him pretty tight. He'll flip it over into the left wing with Elijah Rivero going against Sambrano, then back out to Goodrich between the rings. Goodrich takes it right side to Chicken, right wing for 3 and bang!
Wow, nothing but net. That was a beautiful shot.
Perez drains the tray and Lovington up 5-2. 6:50 remaining here in the first. Off of the screen to the right lane. Put up the little push shot, no good by Serrano, and Gomez has his second rebound of the ball game.
So important to keep Roswell from getting second looks at the basket tonight.
On the no-look pass to Gomez. He'll put up the shot, no good, and it will kiss the glass and into the hands of Serrano. Roswell wants to run the other way. To Gonzalez, throws it into the middle, and it'll be a turnover into the hands of Gomez. Feed it forward to Rivero, and he will draw the contact, and they're going to say floor foul, so the shot does not count. They'll whistle that one on Serrano, and it'll stay Lovington basketball.
However, it was a good transition, and Lovington has to they were trying to make up for an empty possession.
Yes, they were. So Elijah will toss it into Chicken. He'll take it to the right block, picks up the dribble, needs some help under pressure. He'll get it from Gomez. Donovan backs it up, and Lovington will reset the offense. 5-2, Cats in the lead. Around, move it over to Perez. Manny for 3, and bang!
Oh, perimeter shooting is hot for Lovington
and then
so far.
a timeout by Coach Dude Barola, who says something to the official before he starts barking at his own team. It is a full timeout. It's 8-2, Lovington in the lead. Wildcat basketball back in a moment.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
And I guess they change it to a 30 because the teams are out and ready to go as we are back to the action out of the Roswell timeout. To the front court with Gonzalez. He will hand it off to Barola. Barola, a little slipping and sliding, picks up the dribble, needs some help, and he'll just turn around and put it towards the basket. No good. Ball bounces around. Barola will get it, and then to the rack with Cheadle, and he's going to be fouled. They're saying it is on the floor, so no shots yet. We'll see for sure. There was a couple of Cats in the neighborhood.
12 and 24 were right there with him. It's going to be 12.
It'll be on Kingston Goodrich, his first team foul on the Wildcats, and they changed it, and well, one ref is saying 2 shots, the other one's saying it's on the floor, and they decide it's on the floor. So Perez will check out. Coming in his place, Alex Rivera, of course, the Fresno State football commit.
Lots of muscle underneath that basket.
Yes, it is. As they'll get it into Cheadle, the big boy, pulls the three-point trigger left corner, no good, and it'll be Goodrich with the rebound. He is the leading rebounder right now for the Cats. Breaking it forward and stolen away on what looked like might be a quick bucket, and then that one will go out as Chicken dives for it, gets a hand on it, and knocks it away from Zambrano in transition. It'll be Roswell basketball.
You know, he's one of the more athletic players on the team. His body flies around everywhere. He's kind of fearless.
Gonzalez off the inbound, and yep, he traveled. A little hesitation before he tossed, and he pats the chest and says, yep, that one was on me. Second turnover for the Coyotes. It'll be Lovington basketball in front of their own bench. 5.5 remaining in the first. Lovington up 8-2. Roswell drops back 1-1, 2-1 look. Now they'll go to man defense as Lovington crosses the timeline. Get it to Goodrich. He runs into Barola, and Serrano flips it off to Gomez. Tossing it over. Chicken with it to the left block, but off of his foot. Ball loose on the court, and that'll be the second turnover for the Cats. Coyotes dropping back now in the offense as the Cats rush back on the D. The three on the way for Zambrano, and that one is in and out, and Perez with the rebound. Chicken, the smallest kid on the court, gets it. Push it forward, and a bad pass as Barola takes it, and he will save it in. Third turnover for the Wildcats, second in their last two possessions. Into the corner with Cheadle for three, and that one is in and out, and it'll be Rivera with the rebound.
Again, so important, keeping Roswell from getting second looks at the basket.
Perez to the front court, toss it into Rivera, and then Cheadle comes over the back of him. So that'll be his first personal. That'll be the second team foul on Roswell. And it'll stay Lovington basketball. Up by 6. As Gomez checks out, Mario Alba comes in. Lovington going for a little bit speedier lineup out there.
Gomez having a great game so far. Like to see that continue. He deserves a rest, though.
Push it into Alex as Rivera turns around and is partially blocked and gets hacked.
Mugged.
They're going to call that one on Cheadle. That'll be his second personal. Third team foul. And it'll put Alex at the line for 2. So Rivera heads to the line. Glad to see him out on the basketball team. A lot of times you see a D1 signee for football. They do not let them play basketball. They highly discourage it.
Oh, nice.
Alex will bank that one home.
Yeah, off the backboard. Really nice. Yeah, a lot of times the players really don't have much of an option when they sign because the colleges want to keep them injury-free. But I'm glad it is good to see Alex out there, and I hope he can stay healthy.
Second one is up, and that one is no good. And the rebound by Barola. That'll be his second. So to the front court come the Coyotes. Lovington up by 7. Driving in, Zambrano leans it in, puts it up and in. Gonzalez, and he's fouled. He'll head to the line for the and one.
You know, so far, this game got started 30 minutes late, but it's pretty quick moving so far. We're halfway through, just almost halfway through this first quarter.
Foul going to be on Chicken. That'll be his first personal. Second team foul on the Wildcats. So Gonzalez at the line. 9-4 the score, 4.5 remaining, and that one will be short-armed. And then he'll wind up with his own rebound off the tip, and he'll put the floater up from 5. And it will go to 9-6 now. Rivera to the front court. Elijah dribbles to the free throw line, tries to get it to Rivera. It is on the floor, and yep, they're going to get Alex going over the back of Cheadle. That'll be his first personal, and that will be the third team foul on Lovington. It'll also be their fourth turnover.
Just got to be a little careful. I know he was going for the ball, trying to at least tie it up, but drew the foul instead.
Cheadle comes out. Going in his place is DeBreece Azung, who saw a lot of time in the JV game. So to the front court comes Gonzalez, and he'll just go right to the rack on the right side and up and in. Isaac Gonzalez with 6 points, and Roswell back to within 1. They've shifted to the full court press to Donovan. Gomez backs it up, tosses out to Chicken between the rings, work it around to Alba, and they'll toss it into Goodrich in the right elbow, back to Alba. Little head fake. Cycles around, tossing it over. 3 for Chicken, and bang from the left corner.
Yeah, 2 trays for him, one from the right, one from the left.
12-8. Wildcats back up by 4 over the Coyotes. A canine versus feline battle, in addition to being Lee versus Chavez County. Toss it over to Barola. Runs into Alex, runs in, and are they going to count the bucket? Yes, they are. Oh, Barola. As they're going to get, I think they're going to tack Alex for his second. We'll see for sure. Actually, they're going to get Donovan for that one, so that'll be his first personal. Fourth team foul on the Wildcats.
And let's see.
Rolla now with 4 points.
Alba comes out, and I think that was And Rivero comes out, and that was Manny Perez.
Manny Perez
Yes,
is
Perez,
back in.
sorry.
Elijah Rivero back in at the line. Barola for the and one. That one is off the mark, and it'll be Rivero with the rebound, his first. But then a bad pass, turnover number 5. Azung will take it, and he will hang it over the front of the rim good. And it is now 12 all. Full court press is on. Chicken will break it. Gets around Azung, takes it into the front court. Goes around, goes straight to the rack, and he's going to get fouled. They're going to whistle Barola for that one, I've got to think.
He is so quick.
Yes, he is. And Dad down there not happy. So they're going to call that one on Trey Barola, his first personal, 4th team foul. And it'll be Perez at the line. That's Chicken. Chicken's first is up, and Perez gets it down. He's got 7. He paces the Cats. They're back up by a point, 13-12. Matthew Contreras waits to check in for the Wildcats. So Chicken at the line, made the first, eyes the second, puts it up, and he gets them both. He's got 8 to pace the Cats. Now Perez will go take a breather as Contreras comes in his place. 14-12, Cats up by 2. At one point, we're up by 7, but Roswell is chopped back into it. To the front court, it'll be Gonzalez. Goes against Rivero, spin move into the lane, loses the handle on the basketball and into the hands of Elijah.
Nice steal.
Third turnover for the Coyotes. Throw the fastball to Goodrich. He'll give it back to a cutting Rivero on the lane shot. Up and no good. And last touch by Rivero as he and Azung were fighting for it.
Such good ball movement, though. Love that play. You just have to finish it. Just have to get the ball to drop.
And they're going to call Matthew Contreras actually on a penalty, and that will put Roswell High in the bonus.
Wow.
So we will walk 80 feet back down the court for free throws with 2:50 to go.
It's a pretty quick moving quarter to have had all of these fouls called.
Yeah, now 9 fouls, and both teams are in the bonus.
Kind of not surprised about all the whistles.
Well, a very physical team are the Roswell High Coyotes. So that tends to lead to more, among other factors sometimes. So Zambrano at the line. Toes the stripe, eyes it, skies it. It is good. 14-13 in favor of the Wildcats, but the Coyotes hanging around. Still a long way to go in the first quarter. 2:50 remaining in the first. Zambrano at the line, puts up the second. That one no good, but we're going to have a whistle, and they are going to call a foul actually on Rivero, and so it'll be a do-over in essence. So Elijah's first personal, and he missed it, but it'll wind up being a do-over for Zambrano. He'll put it up, and he makes the do-over pay. And we are tied at 14 apiece. Contreras to pull the trigger on the inbound, gets it to Manny. Perez takes it up the far sideline, bounces to Donovan. He'll bring it up the baseline and almost losing it. It'll be blocked by Serrano, gets knocked out, stays Lovington ball. Chicken prepares to check back in with 2:44 to go here in the first. Chicken will come in for Gomez. And it'll be Rivero just left of the bucket to pull the trigger on the inbound. So Elijah pushes it in. He gets it right back. Left corner, takes it left baseline. Looks, puts up the circus shot, and good.
Nice moves.
16-14. Cats in the lead with 2.5 remaining. To the front court with Zambrano. Zambrano goes against Goodrich, takes it to the free throw line, spin move, kicks it into the corner. Driving the lane is Serrano. He'll put up a little weak shot, no good. Azung is there. He gets the rebound and the putback, no good. And then Lovington will come up with it as Goodrich will get the rebound, but then gets tied up. And it'll be Roswell basketball, so that'll go as a turnover for the Cats.
Rivero had a nice job. He got nice hand on that ball and kept it from going up.
It will be Lovington basketball. They changed their mind. Full court press. That one's on the court. Rivero there to save it. He'll take it to the front court, weaves through traffic, but then loses it. That'll be the 6th Wildcat turnover. To the front court, Zambrano takes it into the right lane and hooks it up and in. Zambrano, he's got 4 points in the ballgame. We are tied at 16 apiece. Back down, Manny with the head fake. But, he traveled. Took a little bit of a hesitation. They'll get you for it every time. 7th turnover for the Wildcats to just 3 for Roswell High. As Perez checks out, Gomez checks back in. Mario Alba coming back in for Rivero.
at least this game has flow and, and momentum both ways, and it's not a choppy game like we saw, last night with the girls and then in the JV game before this one.
It was pretty choppy.
Yeah.
So to the front court come the Coyotes. Give it to Barola from the left slot. His three ball is up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and touching it last was Chicken, who got crunched. And they're going to say Roswell basketball as he got caught in a Coyote sandwich.
Wow.
Dude Barola not happy about it, the Roswell coach. Casey's sitting on his hands, though, so must not have been anything that he saw that he thought was too out of place there.
Barola
on the inbound, three on the way from the left wing, and that one is good as Zambrano wide open, drains the tray, and gives Roswell their first lead of the ball game, 19-16, and then stepping on the sideline for the 8th turnover for the Wildcats. That's something they had a little trouble with the other night, too.
And Casey Pack really unhappy about that.
So now Jacob DePorto checks in for Lovington with 95 seconds to go in the first, and Roswell up by 3. But they have had a lot more opportunities because of the Wildcat turnovers. Zambrano thinks about the three, cycles out to the top of the arc. Now goes to the free throw line, loses the basketball, and then a whistle sounds.
And travel.
And so that'll be the 4th turnover for Roswell.
And that came off of excellent defensive pressure by Lovington. They triple teamed him.
Gomez, Perez, DePorto, Goodrich, and Contreras on the floor for the Wildcats. It'll be Chicken to run it across and into the offensive zone. 1:15 to go. Around to DePorto. He works against Assen. Hand it off to Gomez. Gomez picks up the dribble. Little spin move to get out of trouble to Goodrich. Then tries to throw it into the corner and turns it over. 9th turnover for the Wildcats. Gonzalez to the front court. They try and trap him up. Bad pass, but it's handled by Serrano. Pushing it into the corner as Zambrano flashes through. Then bouncing across and knocked away from Andrew Fuentes, who just checked into the ball game. And it'll stay Roswell basketball.
And it was getting a hand on it. Nice job over there as Chicken.
So it'll be Serrano to inbound. He'll push it into Azung, who tosses back out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, then a 3-ball up, and it is an air ball bouncing around. And it'll be Gonzalez who comes away with it for the Wildcats. 40 seconds to go. Man pressure for the defense for Roswell High. Gomez takes it onto the baseline, tosses out top of the arc. Thinking about the three, Chicken will just take it in. And no look pass to Gonzalez. Gomez, he gets it in. It's an air ball, but into the hands of Chicken, who puts it up and in. 10 points for Chicken Perez, and then Chicken gets knocked to the floor, but they are going to call a push foul on Chicken, so that's injury to insult, if you will. His second personal, and then it'll give Roswell High a chance to stretch their lead back out to 3 from the free throw line. Bad foul.
Yeah, 22.17 seconds left on the clock before the end of this first quarter, which felt like it was going to be a quick one, and then it kind of stalled out a little bit. This last 2 minutes stretched out, lengthened out.
Gonzalez 0 for 1 from the stripe, and now 1 for 2, and makes it a 20-18 ball game. As Rivero and Manny Perez come in. Checking out are Goodrich and Contreras. So they'll move DePorto up to the back blocks. You've got Manny and Donovan in the front for the Wildcats. Second on the way for Gonzalez, and that one is in and out, no good. Azung with the rebound, and then he's going to get crunched.
And Donovan was going for the block, and he managed it, but he got armed too.
And so that'll be his second personal foul, and now it'll put DeBreeze Azung at the line. He's got 2 points, 2 boards. And Roswell going to try and make a living from the free throw line as that one hits the front, hits the back, then hits the bottom of the strings. Now Trey Barola comes back in. He'll check in for Tony Serrano. I almost called him Tony Soprano a minute ago.
It wants to roll off the tongue that way, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Azung puts the second one up, and it is good. He's got 4 points. 22-18, 4-point lead. Full court pressure on. Rivero with it in the backcourt, gives it off to Perez. Chicken back to Rivero. Rivero bouncing it to Donovan into the front court, pushing over to Porto, right corner for 3. It is off the mark, fight for it, and last touched by Perez as he and Azung battled for it, and it'll wind up back to Roswell with just under 7 seconds to go and a 4-point lead. To the front court, Serrano leaves it off. Gonzalez, 3-ball on the way. It is off the mark, and nobody controls the rebound. And we have played a quarter from here at Wildcat Gym. Roswell High 22, Lovington 18. Wildcat basketball back in a minute on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says, go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats.
Back here at Wildcat Gym, getting ready for the start of the second quarter. Lovington trailing the Coyotes 22-18. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Dawn Morgan. Welcome in on a chilly Saturday night outside, but some hot action in the gym. So it looks like the starter is going to be back out on the floor for the Wildcats. We will set the Coyotes for you momentarily. It will come to Gonzalez. He'll come near side to Fuentes, then into the corner. Gonzalez gets it back. 3-ball up, no good. Perez skies for it, but taps it out, and it'll stay Roswell basketball. As coming over will be Fuentes.
That's Sembrano, Gonzalez, Ashton.
And it'll be Ashton in on the inbound. Tosses it around. Winds up in the hands of Gonzalez. Spins from the elbow to Assung. Top of the arc for three, and it rolls home to Brees Assung now with 7 points in the ballgame. And Roswell strikes first in the second quarter. 7.5 remaining first half. 25-18. Biggest lead of the game for the Coyotes. To Rivero, left slot, puts up the shot, no good, and off the tip, it'll be Gonzalez with his second board of the ball game. Directs traffic as he crosses the timeline. Little crossover, steps back, thinks about the three, comes near side to Barola, takes it to the right baseline, tries to throw it away, and then knocked away, but last touched by Manny.
It's a good hustle, though.
Yes, it is.
Interrupted the offensive rhythm there.
7:13 to go, first half. Fuentes looks to inbound it. He will. Gets it into Sembrano. Gets it back to Fuentes, to Sembrano. A little hesitation move, then goes to the paint, puts up the floater, no good. And it'll be Assung with the rebound and the putback. That kid has got 9 points now, and he played basically the whole JV game, at least all of it that we saw, and they're going to get the hold on Perez. That'll be Manny's first personal, first team foul. But Roswell 5 of 8 from the free throw line, and now with another chance, Assung with a chance to get to 10 on the board and 3 the old-fashioned way. So he eyes it, skies it, pops it up and through. So now 28-18, 10-point lead, biggest for either team. Perez in the front court. That's Manny who hands it off to Chicken. Chicken over to Rivero, throw it to Goodrich, then back around to Manny on the far side. Rivero controls it between the rings, getting a little bit of space out there is Gonzalez. Now they get it to Chicken left. Kissed the iron, but it'll be Sembrano who controls it the other way. Throwing it into the middle, ball loose on the court. Goodrich will come away with it and strips it out. The Lovington Wildcats force the turnover. Chicken weaves through traffic, gets it to Donovan. Gomez goes into the right lane, puts up the shot, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Hansen will have his fourth.
Empty possession for Lovington.
Pushes it forward to Sembrano. He picks up the dribble. Top of the arc, Gonzalez, 3 on the way. They left him open. He drained it. Gonzalez now with 10 in the ball game, and Coach Casey Pack takes the timeout. 6:14 remaining here in the first half. It is just a 30, so we'll keep it right here. So fast and furious action, and now 31-18. Too many empty possessions, as you mentioned, Dawn, for Lovington, and too many opportunities for Roswell to go 2 or even 3 for 1 with the turnovers.
You know, Lovington had the lead for a long time in that first, and they ended just 4 points down. But Roswell came out playing like their hair's on fire here at the beginning of the second quarter, and they've stretched it out 31-18 in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, Coach Barola, he took a very timely timeout, and to say he lit a fire under them might be an understatement. That thing, and just judging by the color of his head, he turned about the same color as the red on the Roswell uniforms, more like an atomic explosion, and Roswell has responded. Out of the timeout, it is Wildcat basketball. Rivero flips it to Goodrich, who can't hang on to it. 10th turnover for the Wildcats. Zambrano back the other way, goes around Chicken through the right lane and up and in. And Zambrano now with 9 in the ball game. Bad pass and almost stolen away, and it will be stolen away. 3 ball up, and that one will be short. And it'll be Rivero who comes away with it, but Roswell collides on him. 3 Coyotes giving him problems. To Goodrich in the corner. Gets a little screen from Chicken. Then he'll push it back out. Lovington resets with 5:40 remaining in the half. And trailing 33-18. Chicken cycles and directs traffic. Now over to Manny on the far sideline. He works against Barolo. The 224s go at it. Around to Rivero. Elijah picks up the dribble. Long cross-court pass. Chicken takes it through the left base, gets it into the middle, and that'll be a block out as Caleb McBride seeing some action. And that'll be officially a turnover, then back the other way, and then a little shot up, no good. Goodrich battles, gets the rebound.
Nice rebound,
away from Fuentes, and the full court pressure back on.
Empty possession for Roswell.
For the Coyotes, but 33-18. They are up 15 in this one. Sling it around to Chicken, left corner. Barola works on him. He tosses it over. Rivero on the back door, but coming over and blocking that one out was Cordero. Stays Lovington basketball.
Lovington has had a couple of almost sure baskets until Roswell has come up and blocked them out.
Somehow they've managed to pop in out of almost nowhere and make the stop. 4:54 to go in the first half. 33-18. Coyotes in the lead over the Cats. As Goodrich will take it. Hand it off to Rivero. Elijah sets things up. Works over, gives it to Manny. Perez near side, giving it off to Donovan. Donovan takes it, slings it over, almost losing it. Rivero, now he'll go hippity-hop, and then he's going to get fouled in the right block. I think they're going to tag Danny Castro for that one, but we'll see for sure.
It'll be on the floor.
It will be. Yep, it'll be on Castro, so that'll be his first personal. First team foul on the Coyotes. Stays Lovington basketball with 4:34 remaining first half.
Give them another opportunity.
Rivero into Perez, left corner for 3, and that one is going to be short, and it'll be Fuentes who comes away with it. He'll leave it off for Serrano. Into the front court, Castro back to Serrano. As Serrano takes it, he'll toss it left baseline. Shot up. That one is going to be partially blocked out. Cordero trying to get to it, and it'll be Castro with it. He goes to the left corner, puts up a shot, no good. Gonzalez with another rebound. His putback, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts up another shot, not going to fall. And finally, it'll be Lovington and McBride who comes away with it, and there'll be a foul called on the rebound.
I think on Cordero, let's see. It will be on the floor. Not the act of shooting, but they have yet to put it up.
And Coach Barola's over barking about something.
I think they were motioning.
Unless they're going to say that.
Maybe they're going to say it was.
I think they're going to say out of bounds.
Stopped on the baseline. Somebody stepped on it.
And last touch by Roswell. So.
All right.
So no harm, no foul, and we are back to it. 33-18, halfway mark of the second quarter. Goodrich hands it off to Perez. Perez to Rivero. The little head fake takes it to the free throw line. 15-foot jumper up and good.
Nice, nifty move.
4 points for Rivero.
Digging out. And 2 points at a time.
Still plenty of time, but you got to stop him. Gonzalez into the front court, into the corner, then around. Castro thinks about the 3. Tosses to Serrano, picks up the dribble, hands it back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the little crossover, goes through the left lane, puts up the left hook. It is up and in. Gonzalez with 12 in the ball game. And it's back to a 15-point lead to Goodrich, and he'll drive in, shot up, no good, but they'll tack Serrano with his second personal. Second team foul, and that will put Kingston Goodrich at the line to shoot 2.
Be nice if it were the and one, but at least he gets a chance to make a couple here.
3:22 to go, first half. Kingston Goodrich at the line. Leading rebounder for these Wildcats. One of the leading rebounders. His first is up and no good. Lovington now 3 of 5 from the charity stripe. Jaden Garcia will come in seeing his first action as McBride, who got a rebound, saw some significant time, comes out.
3:22 left before half.
Goodrich at the line, missing the first. Puts the Nikes on the stripe. Eyes the second, puts it up, and that one's down. So now 35-21. Coyotes in the lead over the Cats. Gonzalez to the front court. Hits it around. That is to Cheadle, who had to sit with 2 quick fouls in the first. So now back in. The Roswell's got the size in there as Cheadle picks up the dribble as Lovington collapses around on him. Gonzalez from the right slot, 3-ball up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and off the tip, it'll be Castro getting it in the deep left corner. Castro head fake, takes it through the left lane and drives in on Garcia's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. I wouldn't want to run into Jaden, and Castro's still down on the floor. Yes, yep, that'll be on Jaden. That'll be his first personal, second team foul as Castro up and trying to get the figure out what ran over him.
Yeah, he hit hard, went down on the front, getting up limping just a little bit. May have also had the breath knocked out of him a little bit.
They have, as they'll send Barola in, and they're going to let. I have never liked that. Yes, he's out and he's hurt, and I understand that, but you let him put your best free throw shooter in to take his free throws, or one of your best anyway.
So
as in for the Wildcats will be Chris Casadas.
Perez comes out, Manny. Maybe Casadas and
his first is up, and it is good. So he's got 5 in the ball game, 36-21. 15-point deficit for the Wildcats. Second one is up, and that one is no good. And it'll be Casadas with the rebound. So Chris just checking in, getting his first board of the ball game. 2:50 remaining here in the first half. So it'll be Rivero, gets the screen from Garcia, going right around it and through it. Was Zambrano. Lovington with Goodrich on the right baseline, tosses it in to Casadas from the left block and gets the spinner.
Nice
and in.
Give and go and a good assist there.
36-23. To Cheadle, hippity hop through the lane, shot up, no good, but he's fouled as he went around Garcia.
I think they may get Goodrich on that.
Yep,
Let's see.
actually, they're going to get Jaden,
nope,
I think.
Jaden. Okay. Yep, they do.
Jaden's picked up his second quick personal, and that'll be the third team foul on the Cats, and that'll put Cheadle at the line for 2. 2:27 to go here in the first. Cheadle's first is up, and it rattles home. As Garcia out, Alex Rivera back in. So Cheadle made the first. He will eye the second. Bends the knees, eyes it, skies it, and gets it. 38-23, back to a 15-point Wildcat deficit. 2:25 to go first half. Chicken to the front court. Works against Zambrano to the free throw line. Tries to get it to Alex off of his foot. That is turnover number 13 for Lovington. Way too many turnovers. 13 for the Cats, only 5 for the Coyotes. So Zambrano pops it right back to Gonzalez off the inbound as they will set up the offense. Push it to Cheadle. Now out to Barola. Moving it back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Cheadle in the right block. Works against Alex. Tossing it around and a 3-ball up. That one too hard, off the mark. And it'll be Barola with the rebound. That's his third. Barola to Gonzalez. His shot up, no good. And Casadas has another rebound. Toss it forward to Chicken. Has to go behind the back. Almost loses it. And then runs into 2 Coyotes. Then gives it to Rivero in not such a good spot. And Elijah just smartly tosses it off the leg of Serrano and out. It stays Lovington basketball. As Azen will come back in. He'll go in place of Isaac Gonzalez. And it'll be Chicken who takes the inbound from Rivero. Elijah gets it right back as Serrano gets to him quickly. Gets a screen from Rivera. Loses it off of his foot against Cheadle. And they're going to get Cheadle for the hook. That'll be his third personal, third team foul on the Coyotes. And it is on the floor. 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Donovan Gomez coming in for the Wildcats. Gabe Cordero going in for the Coyotes. Cheadle going to have to sit with 3 personals. Rivero, Perez, Gomez, Goodrich, and Rivera on the floor for the Wildcats. Big fight going on underneath with Cordero and Rivero to Goodrich. Hazen gets to him quickly, tries to bounce it in, and bounces it off of a Coyote leg and right into the Coyotes' hands. To the front court with Serrano. Serrano picks up the dribble, slings it back out to Barola between the rings. Then coming near side to Zambrano. Zambrano directs traffic, gets the screen from Cordero over to Barola, left wing, 3 on the way. That one is off the mark. Hazen with his 5th board of the ball game, and his putback won't roll home. Goodrich will have his 4th board, and then they're going to tie him up. Hazen ties him up, but it'll stay Lovington basketball. Coach Pack is telling his guys, you got to come back and help out.
Yeah, a couple of 3 looks at the basket for Roswell right there on that possession.
54 seconds to go, first half. Goodrich will take the inbound. Gives it off to Chicken, who will set the offense for the Wildcats. Toss it to Donovan. He gets it around to Elijah, to Goodrich. Goodrich, they left him open. They really don't respect his three-point shooting, and overthrows Gomez. Donovan's tall, but he's not quite that tall. 15 turnovers in the first half for the Cats.
Yeah,
Ouch.
down to less than 40 seconds to play before the first half is over.
Mario Alba comes into the ball game for Goodrich. And the inbound comes from Serrano to Zambrano.
38-23, 15-point lead for Roswell.
Brings it across the timeline, and he'll just pull an NBA distance 3. That one no good, and Alex with the rebound, his second, to Rivero. Elijah fakes the toss and then gets blocked, but it'll be Alex there to save it, and then almost pulled away, and they are going to call the push foul on Zambrano, I got to think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, it will be on Zambrano. They'll call the hack on him. That'll be his first personal, 4th team foul on Roswell, but it saves Lovington from their 16th turnover. 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Chicken on the inbound. Work it around to Alba. Alba gets a screen from Rivera. Then over to Donovan. Donovan from the left slot, and in and out, no good. And it'll be Serrano with his 2nd board of the ball game. With 10 seconds to go and a 15-point lead. Directing traffic is Zambrano with 4, with 3, gets a screen, pulls the trigger with 1, and that one is off the mark, no good. And we have played a half from here at Wildcat Gym. Roswell High 38, Lovington 23. Wildcat basketball in your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show on the way. Right here, Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
And welcome back to your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. And the Wildcats got up and came early, but then Roswell High charging back, and they lead at halftime 38-23. Taking a look at the numbers in the first half of this one, Isaac Gonzalez leads the way for the Coyotes. He's got 12 points to go along with 4 boards. You got 10 points in the books for DeBreece Assen coming off the bench. He's also their leading rebounder with 5. 9 points for Jeremy Sambrano in the first half. 5 points, Trey Barola, and then 2 points for Laz Cheadle. As a team, Roswell High with 17 rebounds. They lead in that category, and they go 9 of 13 from the free throw line. Only had 5 turnovers in that first half. Got 22 points in the second. And that means 16 points in the first. 22 in the first, 16 in the second. That's how they get to their 38. Turning the page for your Lovington Wildcats. Chicken Perez leads the way. He's got 10 in the ball game, but all of them coming in that first quarter. Then it's a pretty big drop-off. Elijah Rivero with 4. Manny Perez with 3. 2 points for Donovan Gomez. 2 points for Chris Casadas. Then a point for Alex Rivera and a point for Kingston Goodrich. Goodrich is the leading rebounder right now for the Cats. He's got 4 in the book. 16 rebounds as a team for Lovington in the first half. They go 4 of 6 from the free throw line, so 66% there, but 15 turnovers. That kind of tells the story. 18 points in the first, only 5 in the second, as Lovington just had all kinds of fits with that full court pressure that was put on by Roswell High. But Dawn Morgan, when you look at the stats, a lot of things very similar until you get to that turnover. 15 for Lovington, only 5 for Roswell High. That means 10 more opportunities for the Coyotes as opposed to the Cats.
And that's a biggie, of course. The other is Lovington's offense just stalled out in that second quarter. I mean, they put 18 points on in the first quarter. They put 5 on in the second quarter. They just could not either hang on to the ball because they were turning the ball over, or they had empty possessions. They had a lot of empty possessions. Now, Roswell did too, and Roswell had a lot of second and third looks at the basket, more so in that second quarter than in the first, but Lovington didn't make them pay for that. Lovington was denying them some second looks in that first quarter and taking the ball down and scoring. So just no offensive production, or very little, in that second quarter for Lovington because of a number of reasons. And Roswell started putting on a little more defensive pressure and stealing the ball away as well. Some of those turnovers were not mistakes by Lovington. It was they were getting the ball taken away from them, or they were doing some ill-advised bounce passes, or getting
getting trapped up in the corners,
and good defensive pressure by Roswell. So, but at the end of the day, though, 5 points, and it's not going to get the job done in that second quarter, especially when you go into it 4 points down like they did at the end of the first. They were still in the ball game at the end of the first, down by 4. That's not much.
And they led the first quarter.
Exactly. They came out and started playing and played well, and I think they kind of punched Roswell in the mouth. Well, at some point there, by the start of that second quarter, Roswell got punched in the mouth by the coach, I think. First by Lovington team, then by their coach, and they came out and started swinging and punching and connecting in that second quarter, and that's how they just really outscored Lovington. And now Lovington in a little bit of a hole. 15 points is a lot to make up. It's not an insurmountable, but they have to come out and start chipping away at that immediately in that third quarter.
Well, they're going to have to. I think you're absolutely right on that, and you've got to do it by moving the ball. You've already seen what Roswell High is going to do. They're going to press you. They're going to do man press, and then if they see any weakness, they're going to go ahead and they're going to move into that full court trap pressure, and they're going to try and force you into mistakes. The way you beat that is you have to use your speed and quickness, which means you've got to get Rivero out. You've got to get Chicken out there. You've got to get them moving. That means you may have to put Gomez just right over the timeline, and he's the tallest guy you've got, and airmail it to him and let him go up and get it and try and break that pressure and move through. That's, I think, the key to the second half is you've got to find a way to get out of that suffocating Roswell pressure. And then when you're on the offense, you've got to keep moving it quickly. You've got to keep moving it fast, or you're just going to keep throwing it away and turning it over.
And you've got to find a way to finish your shots, to get them to fall. Lovington's perimeter shooting was much hotter in the first quarter than in the second. In the second, they were not being allowed to take as much, as Roswell was defending the perimeter a little bit more and keeping them from taking it. But Lovington took several of those trays, just couldn't get them to fall. So they got to get their shooting back again. They're shooting hot, and they got to get their three-point shooting out again, and they've just got to come out and play that third quarter like they started in the very first. Problem is, Roswell's savvy and hip to a lot of what they were doing in that first quarter, and they're ready to shut them down. So third quarter coming up, going to be interesting, but it's going to be imperative for Lovington to try to get into the game and chip away as early as they can in that third quarter.
You got 16 minutes left, so you've got to do everything you can to win the second half. The question is, can you win it by enough to win the game? That will be the question that we answer when we come back for the second half. This has been your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How Halftime Report from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. When we go to the second half, right after this, Wildcat basketball continues in a moment.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Under pressure, the Wildcats start the second half on the offensive side, and then a bad pass, but Goodrich saves it and gets it over to Gomez. Gomez trying to trap him up. He'll cycle it around. Lovington trails by 15. They come out and go after Rivero. Elijah picks up the dribble, gets it to Chicken on the far sideline. Moves around, he works against Zambrano. He tosses it in, and it is into the hands of Alex, and Rivera up and in, and Lovington strikes first under intense pressure in the second half. With Don Morgan alongside, I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us. Barola tossing into the corner for Serrano. Back to Barola. Picks up the dribble, then tossing over. That is Serrano again. Then to Barola. Wide open left corner for three, and it rolls home. Oof. Trey Barola, coach's kid. 8 points for him in the ball game, and that is the first tray of the second half. Get it over to Elijah. Pop a shot from 10, and that one up no good. Rivero with the rebound, and his putback no good, and then he's going to get fouled.
Are they going to call Gonzalez on that?
Let's see for sure who they're going to put it up on. Alex will go to the line. And they're going to put it up on Ashung. That'll be his first personal.
Okay.
First team foul, and it'll put Rivera at the line for two, where he is 1 of 2 from the stripe. First one up for Alex. Rattles home. 41-26 our score. His business picking up quickly. Really wish they would let the halftime clock run down all the way before they start playing again. Second one up, no good, and it'll be Barola with the rebound. That is his fourth. He'll leave it off in the backcourt for Serrano. Tossing it over. The head fake for Zambrano, and he'll toss it back to Serrano for three, and that one is good.
Swish.
Zambrano now with 12 in the ball game and the full court press. This is what we saw in the JV game. They started raining the trays in the second half. Pop it around to Chicken. Then on the give and go, Alex has trouble with it. Now to Donovan. He'll pull the trigger on a 15-footer. It is off the side of the glass, but Alex with the rebound, and the putback is good.
Couple of those moves by Alex so far early in this third, keeping Lovington coming on the comeback trail.
Rivera with 6 in the ball game and 4 boards, 44-28. Barola from the left wing. That one up, no good. And Donovan with the rebound. Gomez has his fourth.
Yeah, great.
Leave it off for Rivera, who flies it into the front court. Give it off to Chicken in the right slot. Give it in to Rivera. Alex puts up a shot, no good, and they're going to attack Barola for his second personal, second team foul. And it'll put Rivera at the line to shoot 2.
As Rivero's looking good to try to make that basket, but got that blocked away. Good for Lovington that the block was not clean.
And if you can get some of these guys in some foul trouble, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to happen. Rivera's first is up and no good, too hard. Rivera only about 50-50 from the line as Gomez will check out. That's Manny Perez checks in. So you've got Manny and Chicken, Rivera, and Goodrich on the floor for the Wildcats.
And I had thought it was 44-30.
Second one is up and in and out, no good, but Goodrich with the rebound, needs a little help. He'll get it from Rivero. Rivero steps back, picks up the dribble, top of the arc. It'll be Chicken to Manny, left corner, 3-ball, and that one is no good. Alex with the rebound, his fifth. He'll take it hard to the rack, puts up the shot, no good, but then they're going to get him on the push. And so it'll go back over to the Coyotes. I like that they're fighting for it,
I
though.
do too. I like the I like the movement. I like the movement. They just got to work on executing cleanly.
Second personal on Alex. First team foul on the Wildcats here in the quarter. To Serrano, to Zambrano. And around to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Barola. Back to Serrano. Give it off, 3 from Zambrano. Shot up, no good. Winds up with his own rebound and runs it up and through the lane and in. Zambrano now with 14 points. Backcourt pressure, the full court press is on, 46-28. 18-point lead, biggest of the ball game. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Chicken tries to give it off to Goodrich, but it is off of his shoulder, and it'll be a fast break down the court. Serrano to Zambrano and in. Now it is 48-28, 20-point deficit, biggest of the ball game. And timeout, nope, it'll be a foul called away from the basketball. They are going to call the hook on Roswell High, I think.
I think Coach Packett.
And they're going to call the hold, actually, on Manny.
Wow.
Nope, they're going to say it'll be on Barola, so that'll be, I thought the ref said white 24, which would be us, but obviously meant black 24, which would be them.
But they are pulling Rivera out, and I didn't see who went in. Was it Contreras?
That
I
is
think
Contreras,
maybe.
yep. Lovington basketball. So it'll be Manny with it on the far sideline. It's a little pick from Goodrich, tossing over to Contreras. Into the corner for Chicken. Perez with 2 guys on him, and Coach Casey Pack takes the timeout. Or did they get the foul? Yep, Casey takes the timeout before they can lose possession. 4:33 remaining here in the third quarter. It is the Coyotes leading the Cats 48-24. Wildcat basketball back in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Back here at Wildcat Gym, Lovington taking the timeout to keep from turning it over. They trail by 20, 48-28 our score. We're in the third quarter with Don Morgan. I'm TJ Miracle, and the Cats came out and played pretty well to start things off in the quarter, but then all of a sudden Roswell High has just ratcheted up the defensive intensity once again, and Lovington really hadn't had an answer yet.
Nope, as they're falling behind a little bit, and now stretched out to a 20-point lead, and we'll see what Coach Pack, shared with the boys during that timeout. I think it was just a timeout to give them a breath and get them out of that pressure cooker that Roswell's put them in.
Manny gets it into Chicken, and he will take on Gonzalez. Hand it off to Rivero. Elijah picking up the dribble, top of the arc, needs a little help. Getting it back around to Chicken. Perez to Perez. That's Manny into the corner for Contreras, losing it off of his foot, but they're going to say that hasn't got a piece of it, so it stays Lovington basketball. Down by 20. Needing to find a spark here. Rivero throws the fastball into Perez. Manny shot up, no good. Kisses the glass, and Serrano comes down with it, and then he's going to get tied up by Goodrich, and it'll stay Roswell basketball. So the possession arrow stays with the Coyotes. Coach Barola sends some reinforcements in as Ezekiel Barrientos.
Yep.
Barrientos. Is it Barrientos or Barrientos?
Barrientos. And he goes in and Serrano comes out.
On the end of that.
Right,
so
E-S. Barrientos. Yeah, Barrientos. Yeah.
And Lovington sending in some reinforcements too. You've got Perez, Gomez, Garcia, Perez, that's Chicken, and Rivero on the floor. So Gonzalez to the front court. Working it around to Barrientos, then throwing the fastball inside into the hands of the Wildcats. That's the first turnover of the half for Roswell. To a breaking Rivero. Rivero leans in, shot up, no good. And then Donovan playing trailer gets the rebound. His putback no good, but gets another rebound. Leaves it off. 3 on the way for Gomez. That one no good. And then back the other way is Zambrano. Zambrano coast to coast tries the circus shot, no good. That the rebound going to be brought down by Cordero, who gets fouled. He'll head to the line.
2 looks though for Roswell, and they don't make either one, but they will end up at the line with a chance to make 2.
Going to tag that one on Jaden Garcia. That'll be his 3rd personal, 2nd team foul in the quarter. And so Cordero at the line. He's got 1 rebound and his first chance to get some scores.
Gomez and Garcia in the blocks in the front for Lovington. First one falls.
It does as he puts the vintage Jordans up on the line and makes the first one. That was the 88s or the 89s?
You are the shoe guy on as far as men's athletic shoes. I trust you. You worked in a men's athletic store for years.
Second
you know
one is up and in.
Yeah.
Pretty sure those were the 89s. I would have to look.
Yeah, I know lady shoes. You don't get me talking about men.
Would those be the Jordan 5s, I guess? I don't know.
Been
too many years. Is Chicken from the left corner for 3. It is off the mark, and they're going to get an over the back on Jaden. His 4th personal, and that will be the 3rd team foul as the blue and white hollering, "Come on, ref." I'm sorry, I think it was over the back on that one. I think that was the right call.
Fairly quick moving 3rd quarter, just a little over 3 minutes left in it now.
As it'll be Zambrano to Serrano. To Barrientos, and then he'll push it hard in, and then a shot up by Fuentes, no good. He's fouled. He'll go to the line.
They're going to get Donovan Gomez on that?
I think so, yep.
It's going to be his 3rd, I think.
Yep, that'll be on Donovan, so his 3rd personal, 4th team foul on the Cats. And so put Fuentes at the line for 2. His first chance to get in the scorebook. Bends the knees, eyes it, skies it, and falls out. So the score is still 51-28. Roswell trying to stretch this one out. Coach Barola going to have a word with one of the officials about something.
I think he was trying to call a timeout or wanted to call a timeout
maybe
right after this
lane
one.
Violation.
Oh,
and so that one will roll home and good.
Okay.
And he got a lane violation.
He did. So he gets another shot.
He gets another shot.
They're going to put Alex Rivera in and pull Garcia, and Rivera go in the front blocks on the left there for Lovington.
So they got the lane violation. I didn't see it called, but they got it. And so that one's up, no good, and it'll be Rivera with the rebound, Elijah's 3rd. Give it off to Chicken as Roswell drops back in defense. Sling it over to Donovan. Serrano picks him up quickly.
Roswell with a 24-point lead now, though.
And off the foot, having problems, needing some help to Chicken. That one is going to be swatted away, another turnover, and then take it coast to coast off the turnover for Gonzalez up and in. He's got 14 for the Coyotes. 54-28, sling it over to Gomez, then into the corner for Manny. Little head fake as a Coyote flashed by him, but he wasn't ready to pull the trigger. Back to Gomez, throw it to Rivero, and Elijah puts up the shot. Not going to fall, but they'll tag Gonzalez.
Nice give and go underneath the basket, and he'll have a chance to go the line.
His first personal, 4th team foul. Both teams will be in the bonus for the last 2:35 of this one. So Elijah at the line, only 4 points for Rivero.
26-point lead for Roswell there, though, right now.
Bend the knees, eye it, sky it, and good.
Beautiful.
5 points for Rivero. He averages just under 9 a contest. As Gomez will come out, going back in his place, Perez. So you got Rivera, Perez, Rivero, Perez, and
Alba.
Second shot on the way, and that one is good. Gets them both. He's got 6 in the ball game. 54-30. Trey Barola comes back in for Dude Barola. Cordero sits down for the Coyotes. Lovington going to drop back 2-3 look on the D. 2.5 remaining in the third. 24-point Roswell lead. They have stretched it out from 9 where it was at the half. Back out to Fuentes, who runs the point. Tossing over wide open for Zambrano, and they're going to call a lane violation on Roswell High, and so the shot up no good, and it'll be the 7th turnover for the Coyotes. So now's the time to find the offense if you're going to. Down by 24. 10 minutes of clock time left to Alba, right corner for 3, no good, and he gets crunched. As that'll be Barrientos' first personal 15 foul, and it should be a 3-shot foul now for Mario Alba, and it will be. He heads to the line for 3. And that will put the Cats in the bonus, of course. So Alba bends the knees, puts up the first, and nothing but the bottom of the net. 54-31, Wildcats trailing this one. They're going to have to find another gear if they want to come back. But get as many as you can from the line with the clock not ticking. Second one is up and good. Maybe not the prettiest free throw in the world, but if it goes through,
that's right.
That's good enough. Oh, Alba made the first 2, and his third one is up and nothing but the bottom of the net. 54-33, Lovington chops it back down to just a 21-point deficit with 2 minutes remaining in the third. To Barola, toss it into Cheadle. Cheadle then out, a 3-ball up. That one not going to fall, and it'll be Fuentes with the rebound and inside. And
bad foul.
Alex, yeah, well, he absolutely crunched.
Yeah.
That was Barrientos. And, yep, that'll be the 3rd personal on Alex, and that'll be the 5th team foul on Lovington. So Barrientos at the line for 2. 1:56 remaining here in the third. Barrientos.
He's got the mellow yellow shoes on.
He does, and gets the first one.
See, I'm trying to contribute on the shoe thing.
That's okay, and you contributed on the Donovan thing, too. It wasn't,
well,
didn't he sing
Sunshine,
Mellow Yellow?
Mellow Yellow, that's true.
Mellow Yellow.
And
second one on the way, and that one is good for Barrientos. Of course, Donovan's on our team, but
that's right. Sunshine Superman. Very cool 95.7
reference,
classic
yes.
hits. That's true.
Move to the front court. It'll be Chicken to Alba. Alba works against Barrientos. Almost picks up the dribble, but keeps it moving. He'll move it around to Perez. 56-33 the score. To Perez to Alba. Alba moves it from the right to the left, bouncing over to Chicken. Chicken fakes the pass, now comes to Alba, then into the corner, and almost too high for Casadas, and he'll hippity-hop through and spin it off the glass, and the rebound will be brought down by Fuentes. That'll be his third. 90 seconds to go. To Barola, looking for some help, and he'll just take it through the lane and count the bucket and the foul. Trey Barola now with 10 points in the ball game, and he'll have a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way. They call the block foul on Manny Perez. That'll be his second personal. 58-33, back to a 25-point deficit for the Wildcats.
So we have Gonzalez and Ashen coming back in for Roswell.
You got Casadas and Perez in the front, and that one will be good for Barola.
Back to a 26-point lead for Roswell.
Goodrich going to come in for the Wildcats. He'll come in for Rivero, who will trot out and take a breather. So Goodrich will inbound it with $1:20 remaining here in the third. Wildcats on the wrong end of a lopsided score. So Alba to the front court. Sets the offense under pressure from Gonzalez. Toss it over to Chicken in the left corner. Fuentes gets to him. Bad pass. Barola gets to it. And that'll be another turnover for the Wildcats, number 18. They have done better in the third quarter with that. Fuentes to Barola to Cheadle. That one tipped by Casadas. But that's the way it goes, into the hands of Gonzalez, who tries to go into the lane, loses it. Barola gets it, and then Casadas on the swat fouls him.
He did block it away, but he got hand.
Got hand instead of ball. So Barola to the line, where he is 2 of 5.
Casadas and Manny Perez and the blocks in front for Lovington.
First one up for Barola and down, good. 12 points for Trey Barola, makes it 60-33. Roswell High stretching towards running clock time.
51 seconds left in the third.
Second one up and good. Now 61-33, a 28-point deficit for the Wildcats. Perez to the front court where he works against Gonzalez. Handed off to Goodrich. Takes it right to left to Casadas. Almost stolen away by Cheadle. And then that one swatted from behind by Gonzalez. He flashes down the court. Can't save it, but it'll stay Lovington basketball. Coming in for the Cats, Jacob DePorto back in as Perez. That's Chicken sits down for a minute. So you got Casadas, Alba, Manny Perez, DePorto, and Goodrich on the floor for the Wildcats. 61-33, Cats in a hole here. Roswell lets them cross, and then they put the man pressure on. Manny to the free throw line, dumps it out to DePorto. To Alba from the left slot for three. That one off the mark, and Cheadle with his first board of the ball game almost loses it, but Asung will save it. And back down come the Coyotes. Asung runs it through, underhand, and up and in. Asung now with 12 in the ball game. 30-point deficit for the Wildcats. Manny and through the lane, puts up the shot, no good. He's fouled.
With just 0.48 seconds left, 48 of a second left on the clock.
And they're going to call the block on Trey Barola. That'll be his fourth personal. Lovington already in the double bonus. Well, there is no such thing as just a bonus anymore. It's all double bonus now. Changed that 2 or 3 years ago. So Manny at the line, first trip to the stripe, up, and it is good. He's got 4 points in the ball game. Most of Lovington's points this quarter have come from the free throw line. Only 2 field goals, the rest from the stripe. Second on the way for Perez is good. He's got 5. 63-35, and that will end the third quarter of play. The Wildcats trailing big. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. Wildcat basketball back in a minute.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up. Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Back here at Wildcat Gym, getting ready for the start of the fourth quarter as the Wildcats with a lot of ground to make up as they trail Roswell High big. Our score 63-35. It will be Wildcat basketball to start out this fourth quarter. Alongside Don Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Tiff and Evie keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. As to the front court, bounce pass, and that one is going to be stolen away. And to the front court, Roswell High on the break with Zambrano. He's got 18 points. And now it is a 30-point deficit for the Cats. Yep, and then another turnover. That's number 20. And get it back, and another push up and in for Zambrano. Just like that, he's got 20 points, and we are 3 points away from running clock, Dawn.
7.5 to go in this fourth quarter.
Alba to the front court, tossing it over. Cheadle almost taking it away from Perez, and Perez got bumped. And Cheadle, that'll be his fourth personal. First team foul. Lovington at the line to try and keep this from becoming a running clock situation, at least quite so soon.
So Cheadle is going to come off. It looks like they're going to sub in maybe, I can't see his number from the side. First one is up and good.
Oh, good job by Manny there. He's got 6 in the ball game.
Looks like Cordero will go in for Cheadle.
Second on the way for Perez. Manny gets both of them.
Nice. And we've also got Robles going in, and it'll be Fuentes who comes out for Roswell.
Our score, 67-37. Lovington has chopped it back down to a 30-point deficit. So Perez at the line. Puts it up and gets all three of them. So Lovington has had two opportunities at the 3 free throw ops. And the no-look pass into the corner for Gonzalez for 3, and it's good. And they get them all right back, all right then. That's
70. Wow.
17 points now for Gonzalez. Lovington down by 32. Manny to the front court. Pardon me, that was Chicken. And then on the handoff to DePorto, a travel. And that is 3 turnovers in the quarter already for the Wildcats.
Not how you want to start off the fourth when you're that far down in the hole.
No, it is not. So to the front court with Gonzalez. He'll push it over to Zambrano. Zambrano to Azung in the right block, and he'll switch it back out. They'll get it to Zambrano in the right wing. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Gonzalez, his 5th. Then they'll give it on the runner, and the underhand by Zambrano is up, and it is good.
Now 34-point lead by Roswell.
72-38 the score. Chicken to the front court, passes it to Manny on the far sideline. Manny takes it through and is going to be partially blocked, but they're going to tag Cordero, his first personal, second team foul. And, yep, they're going to say shooting foul. So Manny back at the line with 8 points. Manny Perez, chance to get to his season average and up it a little bit from the stripe here. He averages 9.5 a game. Sitting at 8 points right now, and make it 9. 72-39. Lovington wants to keep this out of the running clock as long as they can. 6.5 minutes remaining in the contest. Second on the way for Perez. Good. He's made his last 7 from the free throw line, and he's got 10 points in the ball game. The Perez's both with 10. Chicken has been quiet since the first quarter as Manny checks out. And back in for him will be Caleb McBride. He'll sling it around. That's Robles. He'll toss it into Azung. He'll take it on against McBride and be fouled. So McBride, his first personal. First team foul on the Wildcats, and Azung at the line. He is 3 of 3 from the stripe off the bench with 12 points. So he will eye it, sky it, and good. 13 points for Fabrice Azung.
Yeah, we're not quite sure how his name should be pronounced. I wonder if it's Ashung.
Maybe.
But, I don't know.
Maybe.
Ashung, maybe.
If I've mangled it the whole game, I apologize.
We
I do not mean to.
We don't, it doesn't.
We don't get a pronunciation guide.
We don't. And,
we'll just call him Fabrice. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that.
We don't have any Roswell folks up here we can ask, so sorry about that.
74-40 as DeBreeze makes them both, and he'll pick up DePorto, who spins out, and Cordero immediately picks him up, throw the fastball in, but Rivera not able to handle it as back down comes Roswell High. A little underhand scoop to Robles and stolen away as Rivera will take it coast to coast and up and in for Elijah. He's got 8.
I think it's just a point of pride that Lovington just does not want to get this in running clock.
Yeah, I think so, so it'll be a timeout taken. 5:55 remaining in the contest. The Cats down 74-42. It will be a full. We'll be back. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats.
Back here at Wildcat Gym out of the Lovington timeout, 74-42, Roswell High on cruise control. I'm TJ, she's Dawn. Thanks for being with us as looks like Coach going to clear out the bench just a little bit for Roswell High. As running the point now will be Robles, or pardon me, that's Enriquez, who saw significant time in the JV game. He'll get it to DeBrees, who takes it, then bounces it to Robles. 3 on the way, and it's good. He hit at least 3 of those in the JV game, too.
Right.
And now he's got 3 in the varsity contest. And now it is a running clock. 77-42. Chicken to the rack and up and in. Good job as that gets him out of running clock. That is Chicken's first bucket since the first quarter. To the front court with Enriquez. He gets a little screen, then he'll pull it from the right slot. 3 up and in and out. Cordero with the rebound, and he puts it back up. And nope,
Gets fouled.
He got fouled. They're going to say that he was fouled before he got the shot off. He will go to the line for 2, and they're going to get Rivera with that one. That's Alex's 4th personal. Just the 2nd team foul on the Wildcats.
Rivero and Contreras in the blocks in the front for Lovington on this one.
And Cordero at the line. Shot up and good. He is 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Rivera comes out, and in his place will be Jaden Garcia. Garcia, Contreras, Rivero, DePorto, and Chicken on the floor for the Cats. 78-44. Second on the way for Cordero. That one is short, but DeBrees will get the rebound. His putback no good, and Garcia has his first board of the ball game. So Lovington keeping it under running clock with 5 minutes to go in the ball game. As Chicken goes under, throws it off to Contreras, then out to DePorto from the right corner. Shot up, no good, and stretching out is Robles for the rebound.
That was a nice rebound.
That hurt looking
That
at.
did. It was
Looked
painful.
like he hyperextended on that thing.
2 or 3 body parts, right? Wow.
To DeBrees from the left. And bodies flying, and last touched as Chicken goes to the ground and slow to get up. Clock stops with 4:35. Our next broadcast will be next Friday night right back here. We'll have a boys-girls doubleheader for you as the girls will be taking on Chaparral at 5:30. The boys taking on Clovis at 7 or immediately following. So that'll be next Friday night. Chicken's up and okay. You'd hate to see him get hurt. He's already spent some time out via injury this year. I have a feeling he's done for the evening. Just take him off and sit him down for a while as Mario Alba in.
I hope, when I looked down there, it looked kind of like the back of his head hit the court, but I'm hoping that was after he was down. If that's the case, he would have to go through concussion protocol, so any kind of head hit.
Into the front court, Elijah the jump stop. Toss it around, get it to Contreras. And near side to Rivero. Rivero tossing it out to Alba, stolen away. As coming back through is Barrientos. He'll put up the hook, no good, but it'll be DeBrees with the rebound and the putback. Kid's got 16 and 7 boards to go with it. Now 80-44. Elijah from the free throw line. That one is off the mark as DeBrees will track that one down. He's 2 rebounds shy of a double-double. Running clock here with 3:50 remaining in the ball game. To DeBrees through the left lane, underhand scoop up and in. That kid is tearing us to pieces. 82-44. As Alba tossing it to Contreras, back to Alba, thinks about the 3, thinks better of it. Over to DePorto. They kind of triangle on him. Now over 3 for Alba. That one is off the mark. Cordero with the rebound. That'll be his 3rd. 3:20 to go. And a bad pass and stolen away. Rivero, I think, hyperextended to get that, but he does. Elijah goes out, and he'll bank it off the glass on the right side.
Nice move, making points off of the turnover. That's what you want.
10 points for Elijah Rivero. That's over his season average. 3 minutes to go. Bounce it to DeBrees from the left slot. 3 ball up, no good. And Rivero with another rebound, his 4th, and then he's going to get tagged. as they are going to get.
Either Ashung or Barrientos.
Yeah, looks like Ashung. That'll be his second personal. Third team foul. Clock continues to tick as Barola and Cheadle going to come back out onto the floor. Running clock time, 2.5 to go. So Rivero will slow walk it across the timeline, right at center court, across the big Wildcat. Push it over to DePorto on the far sideline, then back it up between the rings. Coming over is Alba. Gives him a little screen and then gets the ball on the pass. Then back to Rivero. Fakes the pass, comes in, uses up the dribble. Then from the right slot, 3-ball up, no good. And it'll be a rebound by Barrientos.
And they're going to call a foul. I think they're going to get that on Casares. On the hand, on the reach in, yep.
Yep, good call. That'll be Chris's second personal. That'll be the third team foul on the Cats. Trailing 82-45, so Lovington going to drop to 4-14 on the season. As McBride back in, he'll come in for Rivero. Roswell High will go game over 500. They'll go to 10-9 on the year. There's Lovington, 2 more opportunities to get in the win column before district starts on Friday the 30th at Artesia. Barrientos then tossing it to Robles. Robles hippity out through the lane, loses it. 10th turnover for the Coyotes. Back down with DePorto, backs it up into the corner. Cycles, gets it, no look pass, Contreras into McBride, hippity hop, right side and bank it home. Bounced around and got it to go. Caleb McBride, first bucket of the ball game. Now 82-47, back to a 35-point deficit. Kind of think Roswell High going to be pretty much content just to dribble this one out, and it looks like that is what they are going to do, and Lovington just going to let them.
Yeah, they're just going to pass it around to just hang on to it. Probably not even going to go for a shot. We'll see.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so, and
No.
Lovington's not going to force them to.
Not going to waste fouls.
Nah, it's pretty much over. So Roswell will go to 10-9 on the year. Lovington will drop to 4-14. They're just going to dribble it out, not even having to play keep away. They might take one at the buzzer, so I'm not going to write anything down finishing up yet. They could keep attacking, but they're not going to. We are under 20 seconds to go as they do have to keep passing it around. That way they don't get 5-second violations or anything.
Right. Got to keep the ball moving.
Yes, they do. So the white flag raised and 8-7-6. Barola backs it up again. Is going to stand there. Just bounces it. Nope, doesn't try to put up a shot. So a little good sportsmanship there, and that will do it. As Roswell High victorious tonight, our final 82-47. So we will do a very quick wrap up with this one. Roswell High led by Jeremy Sambrano with 22 points in the ball game. Isaac Gonzalez with 17. Also in double figures for him, DeBreece Asung. He had, that is 18 points in the ball game and 13 for Trey Barola. For your Lovington Wildcats, it was Chicken Perez with 12, Elijah Rivero with 10 points for Manny Perez. So next up for the Wildcats, they will head to Carlsbad on Tuesday night for a boys-girls doubleheader over there. Our next broadcast will be the doubleheader from here back at the Friendly Confines next Friday night. The girls playing Chaparral, the boys playing Clovis to wrap up the pre-district season. So just not the way the Cats wanted it to go tonight, Dawn.
No, not at all, but they've got a week to kind of work on things, and it's all about district at this point, and I know that they're going to want to go on the road and try to put it together as good a game on Tuesday night as they can, and then we'll be right back here on Friday. Looking forward to that as well.
Certainly then. So our final score, once again, Carlsbad 82, Lovington 47. Big saying so long, and thanks for watching. This has been an exclusive presentation of Milwaukee